Okay, so I brought in this much more. Haven't really looked at it. I just grabbed it and we're gonna go with it. Oh, do you remember them? Junkets. Oh, I love them. Wow, I haven't used any of those pattern papers in a long time. So it's good to go through and see what else you can find. Maybe use something that you haven't touched in a while. Some papers from Hip Kit Club. I haven't been getting the Hip Kit Club for at least 2 years, I think. Oh, at least. Kind of like this. I think I'm going to go back to my blue. I don't know. I'm going to put some blue and some pink, and then I'll decide with my embellishments which way I'm going to go. Maybe I can put a little bit of blue and a little bit of pink. There. Okay. So I think that'll be it. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to put a cardstock with each pattern paper kit. Okay, this is now very heavy. Okay, let's bring this back because when I saw that, I was like, yes, please. I want to use that. I love it. Oh, yes. I love using like some old stuff with some new stuff. So, oh, love that. It's all from Junkets. Yep. Okay, so I did pink, blue. And the blue was like an aqua. So I wouldn't mind doing like a navy because I find it's a color that is not in the papers very much. So whenever I can find some navy pattern paper, I like to use it. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. See what I mean? This is like, okay, 2005. It's 13 years ago, and I'm oohing and awing at it just as much, probably, as I was 13 years ago. Do I want that? Or do I want, I think I want the flowers. Okay, and I'm going to make quite a bit of kits, so they probably won't be all used at the same time. So, or I'm not going to scrapbook the same timeline in my scrapbook. So it's not going to be like, oh, in, you know, November of 2018, you can tell that Nicole found her Junkets paper again. And she just decided to go haywire and do 15 layouts with it. Although, not that that would be that horrible. Oh man. I am loving the Junkets again. See, this is a different brown, so I won't put that, but I like that and that. And then I'll just have to find another one. But right now I'm looking for either yellow or blue. Ooh. Oh, cute. That'd be a good one for Halloween. It says ghosts, Halloween, goblins and ghouls. So I could do a page of Mason's Halloween costume this year. Maybe try to get some current layouts done, which I've been, oh, shoot. I've been pretty good at. Been trying to print off some newer stuff and scrapping some newer stuff. Okay. What's this? 7 Gypsies. Oh, wow. Yeah. What year is that? 2010, so 8 years ago. Nice. I didn't remember that I had those. Very cool. Some fuzz. Oh, that's pretty too. Man. Oh, that's graphic 45. I could tell just by the look of it. This is glitz. Okay. I'd like to find one more. Let's see if there's like a purplish. That's too purple. It's like the wrong purple. And then I'm going to do the brown. I found this one. I think I'll be good with that. It's pretty close to the same one. It's still from Junket, so. And I have some from the other one that I can also, you know, use the leftovers for sure. So I'm going to do this brown one. And then I'll try to move out of the Junket's paper for a little bit. Although, I'm really loving it. Okay, so I found this one. There's some yellow in that pattern paper, and this one has brown and yellow, so love that. Okay, let's move that Junket's paper to the side because it looks like that's all I'm going to be choosing from. I'll come back to it later once I get a little bit more layouts chosen. I don't know if I want to do like a, excuse me, like a distressy looking layout. I haven't done one of those in a long time. So maybe that would be something fun to do. Something different. So that brings me back, you know, okay, so you're in a slump, you embrace it. But if you embrace it too much, it could be, you know, before you know it, it's a year and you haven't scrapbooked. So you can't be in that stage for too long, or, you know, then you just won't do it anymore, which would be tragic, I think. So I'm going to put those 3 together. So how to get out of a slump? Well, for me, I really enjoy playing with like the pattern papers and this kind of stuff. So making some page kits really kind of pushes that forward and makes me want to scrapbook again. Printing some new photos, that would, you know, really kind of help too, because then you see the new photos and you're like, oh, I really want to scrap those. Just, you know, just finding inspiration. Okay. Isn't that pretty? Glitz. Oh, lovely. let's see if there's any more pattern papers, because that's a different kind of blue, I find. I can use both sides of that pattern paper. Now, when I start choosing my pattern papers like this, I don't know which photos I'm going to do, but sometimes as I'm choosing my pattern papers, it kind of gives me inspiration for which photos that I'm going to go looking for. You know, I might be thinking of some Christmas photos that I haven't scrapped, or a vacation that we went on, or Halloween. Like a while ago, I was like, oh, that'd be cute for Halloween. So as you're putting these together, just think of different photos that you haven't scrapbooked yet. And if you think of something, take a little card, put it with that, and write down what you were thinking of. Oh my gosh, I love that. Let me go with this. There is some black outline, but this has cream and this has white. But I'm going to use it. I'm going to leave it there and I'm going to use that puppy. Here's another company that is gone, October Afternoon. Sad. Well, you know, and that brings me back to, yes, we still need to buy stuff because the companies, you know, if they don't make money, they can't stay open forever. But, you know, doesn't mean that you have to buy stuff every week. In my case, anyway, I can't do that anymore. I don't know, maybe someday I need it this year to kind of put my head back together. Like I really needed that. My hubby a few months ago said, I got my wife back. It is real, the stress and how it affects your body, your personality, you know. So it's been a year, almost a year and a half. And it's starting to, ooh, I like that. It's starting to feel, like I said, like feel like myself again. Which, you know, when I was doing videos, you never know, like, people watching my videos, you know, might say, oh, man, she's got her life together, you know. But you never know what stuff you're struggling with. But you guys have been a big part of just dealing with stuff, because it was my outlet, was my videos. That was my therapy, you know. The videos and scrapbooking was my therapy, which was good. So thank you. Thank you for being there, and all your comments. I read each and every one of them. You can be assured of that. and keep saying, you know, that I want to get better at replying back, and I do well for a little bit, and then I fall back, and I don't. But be assured that I do read them all. And I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying to get better at that, because, you know, when you fail at something, it doesn't mean that you just stop and say, oh well, you know, I'm failing at that, so I'm not gonna even try. So I'm gonna try again. But what I'm going to say though is, and this is what I was trying to do, and that's the part that I can't do, because it gets really hard to go back. So let's say I put up a video today. Well, what I'm going to try to do is tomorrow I'm going to, you know, answer back on all the comments of the day before. And then I won't be able to keep going back. So if you put a comment a month from now, it's really hard to find. Like, they don't make it easy, believe me. It's really hard to find all the ones that are like the more recent. You have to keep, like, if I go just to that video and answer all the comments, then it's there. But if it's, you know, like a month old, then I have to go somewhere else, and I have to keep going back and forth, and it takes like a long time. And I need to have time to still do the other stuff, right? But I'm going to try to get better at that. For example, as soon as I'm done this, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and, oh, that's white and that's cream. I'm going to go and answer all the comments that were put on yesterday's video. Oh, and on my Facebook group too. If you remember, if you've been with me for a long time, a few years ago, my Facebook group was a hopping place. Like, I was doing challenges and everything, and I really totally enjoyed it. And I've the same thing, kind of not been as active on that as I should be. So I'm going to start that again. I'm going to start issuing challenges on there and being, you know, more present. So don't forget, the link is in the description box below. I'm definitely going to, I'm going to allocate, you know, maybe 15-20 minutes every day that I go and just go on my Facebook groups and answer some questions or ask questions or whatever the case may be. Be more active. Like I said, now the days that I work, like this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, those days I can't, because I work 12-hour days. And I get up at 4:30 in the morning and I get home at 7 o'clock at night. Believe me when I say, I get home, I have a shower, sometimes I eat, sometimes I don't, just because I'm too tired. And I go straight to bed, and I do that for the 4 days that I work. I am brain dead when I come home. I think I'm going to do yellow, maybe yellow and black. Ooh. I like that, but I don't know. You see, all the ones that I want to use as backgrounds, I'm moving them over there because I want to try and use them. I think that was a good choice to go get some more pattern papers. I'm feeling a little bit more like inspired by them. Oh, that's pretty. You know what I would do with that is just cut those out and put them on the page. Maybe I can put this too. Yeah, those 3. And then I can get a cardstock to go with that. Yay. As you can tell, I'm all over the place. Like, it's like, oop, squirrel. Go that way because there's something shiny and pretty over there. That's okay, as long as I'm putting page kits together. And again, like I said, it just all goes by feeling, right? And I find the more that you put page kits together, the more that you're, and I don't mean over like 10 years, I mean the first 15-20 minutes that I'm putting page kits together, it's like a struggle. I'm like, oh, I don't know what I can put with this. But then as you're looking more and more at the pattern papers, as you're looking through everything, it's like your eye gets more accustomed to putting colors together, and you're starting to know more the stack that you have too. So every time I go by, you know, I'm seeing that yellow, I'm seeing that green, I'm seeing, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, that one and the one from 10 pages back, they look good together. I really love that color. That turquoise is probably one of my favorite colors. So I'm going to put it on top here and see if I can use that. There's gray in that, and that's gray, so I'm going to use that. And this I'll use like to mat my photos or a place to do my journaling. And maybe this. And yes, I'm going to sacrifice the, but that's okay. You know, we have stuff in our stash, we need to use it. Okay, so I have 12 pattern paper kits put together. I'm going to stop this here for today, and then we'll come back probably tomorrow from when you see this, and we'll put a few more together because, like I said, I want to get a ton done so that I have it in my stash ready to go. So I don't know how many I'll do, but it's going to be, it won't be 70 like that time I did 70 pages or 70 pattern paper kits, but it's going to be quite a bit. So we'll see you tomorrow.